And away we go. Get out in the wind. Take a few minutes. The winds are kind of coming from back here, back towards the car. A slow start. Tuco's watching. How you doing, buddy? Why? There we go. There we go. We're off. We're off. There's people walking around. Didn't know if somebody was coming up or not. And of course I didn't bring my sunglasses or shade for Tuco. First time sailing on the new dock. It's lower. The dock's a lot lower, which will come in handy for just trying to see what the wind's like on that tack. That's good. The sails aren't lufted. Got a nice going. Nice sail going. A little off a little bit. Oh man, I should have brought my sunglasses. It kills me. It was cloudy. It was cloudy when I was coming out here. I thought, there's no way on earth I'm going to need my sunglasses. Oh well. First time sailing in a long while. I replaced the batteries on the receiver in the boat. 4 AA's. They were showing they were showing 100% on the telemetry from my fancy Fly Sky 6-channel transmitter, but you know, I just wanted to make sure. I see the winds are kind of coming from right there. Yeah, I see that now. Okay, so it's not quite the direction I thought that was coming from across the actual water. I thought I could sail more pointing towards the left. Coming in nice. Got some kind of Linda hair on my face. Oh, the guys are driving. The park workers are driving on the dam. They don't like us to drive on the dam, but it's the only way they can go to the... They usually drive the perimeter of the park a couple times a day. I don't know for sure exactly what time they drive it, and if I did, I probably wouldn't say. Just to be secure for their safety. There we go. We got a nice sail going there. Can't really see it. There we go. I'll flip it over on this tack. That should be good. A little trim. There we go. That's a pretty good sailing right there. They're luffing a little bit, so I'm turning, coming off the wind a little bit. Now I went back on. So I think the winds are blowing. They almost feel like they're blowing straight across to my face. They're lufting, so yeah, they're blowing. Yeah. It's just a weird day. Be a good day to fly. No reason why I'm not flying. I've been flying a lot this week. I got a lot of videos, so. Lake's up. We got some rain out here. We didn't get rain at home. It's weird though. Lake is up. Lake, it's a pond. Alright, let's see if we can turn it over this way. We'll come back this way some. Looks like they're getting ready. Sounds like they're getting ready to go out. Do some mowing. I gotta replace an elastic line on my boat. I don't know if it does much other than keep the lines from getting snagged. It broke. I noticed it was broke when I got here today, so I had to fix it. Oh yeah, we got winds. Should be able to get a nice reach going here. I don't know what's hampering my sailing there. There we go. Of course, just because the winds are flowing some way, one way here, out there it could be a different current. There's a sheriff. weird angles there of the wind in that area. I should be able to full up my sails. Let's see where it takes to get them wing and wing. I might need to adjust my tuning a little bit. There we go. It's funny. It's kind of Iron City right there. Now we got some breeze. Now we're sailing. Put my sails out till they start lefting. Pull them in a little bit. And it's gusty winds too. It's not like a good steady breeze. Even though we're riding a good steady breeze here. Let my sails out a little bit so I can bring it more towards me. Prepare to jibe! Jibe! Notice we got grass, got tall grass growing in the pond there. It's the first year I've seen that. So that tells me we need to keep it away from the edge. Supposedly they treated to kill the algae, but that grass is thick. Grab a keel. Alright, we're gonna take her back in the hole. There we go. Should be able to sail it back towards this way. I see him lefting in the I can barely see him in the glare. We got a nice weight coming off the back of the boat. So we're sailing. Like I said, it's not strong winds today, so got a nice weight coming off the bow and the front, or I mean the bow and the stern. There we go. Might have been cheating it a little bit. There we go. Nice speed. And we'll put it in the churn. Pull in the sails a little bit. Get her going. There we go. Again, you let your sails out till they start shaking. That's called luffing. Like there I'm getting overpowered, so it's turning into the wind. So I'll let my sails out a little more. Well-designed sailboat, when it gets overpowered, it will turn into the wind instead of falling off the wind. Because when it turns into the wind, it spills the wind out of the sails and slows down to where you get control. Big boats are the same way. Big boats and little boats, you sell them the same way. Big boats are easier because you're on them. Let's turn it around, let's see if we can come back. I'm about the same tack. Let my sail out just a little bit because I want to fall off the wind. There we go. That's what I want right there. Pull it in just a little bit. I'm working the rudder with the aileron channel on this, just so I can have more finesse on letting the sails out on the throttle channel and pulling them in and steering instead of doing it all in one. You could do it all in one, but because I'm just making minor movements, adjusting my sail in course. Because the more you change course, the more you move that rudder, you're scrubbing speed. That's a good sail in there. And we'll put it in there. We'll go back out. Pull it in just a little bit. Let the wind set. There we go. Nice winds out there. Coming from my back. I'm just looking around. What you watching, Tuco? You just sitting there looking around, aren't you? Yeah. Watching the mower. Yeah. Good boy, Tuco. He was a good boy too. There's a gentleman that walked pretty close to the entrance of the walking out to the dock here, and he didn't bark at him. So all right, I'm changing my course a little bit, so I pull my sails in a little tighter. I'm going to try to run that out there. There we go. I just steered into the wind just a little bit, let my sails out a little bit. I don't see any luft in. I think I got a good course going. Pull it in just a tick. There we go. Yeah, that worked well. When I pulled it in there, it just, you know, you could tell the sails were picking up a little speed, and then just making minor adjustments on the steering. It's a little gusty, and I'm pointing into the wind. That's about as far into the wind as I can go. Now that I can see the sails better, I can keep the sailboat going on the left. Let the sails out just a tick. It's funny with the water, it looks like the water is running towards the stern of the boat, so it doesn't look like it's going very fast at all. It's moving pretty well. Considering it's not a strong wind day, it's not a steady wind day, it's just a perfect day for RC sailing, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to let it keep it running this way for a while until I get about even with the front edge of the dock. And then I'm going to turn port left, try to run it right, letting my sails out through the churn. Boom, I want that course right there. Ooh. There we go. And the wind's going to change. It's going to change. I knew it would change because I can feel it right here. It's blowing on my left ear. The goal is just to sail right in front of the dock here. Now our winds are going to die because the dock's going to be blowing it. And it could come up, and then I'm just going to grab it and touch it, so that way I could pull it out if I wanted to. So that's a recovery. So I'm going to let the sails out again. I'm going to sail it down here. Tuco's like, no, he might bark. He's like, because he knows I grab it usually. Again, we got the dock blocking the wind. What's up, Tucus? You're being a good boy. Yes, you are. Hold still. Let me step over you so we don't fall. Yeah, we don't want to make a circus act. Yeah, any more than what it is. And this pond is clear, that's for sure. I can see the bottom here. There's grass out here too. Using a Fly Sky FSIX or I6. I don't know how many planes it can hold, but I know it can hold some. I don't know how many, 20 or something like that, 12, I'm not sure. I'm not going to go any further over there because I can see the grass. Because I got a buddy that used to fly with this radio, and he never had any signal problems or anything. It's a pretty good radio. I think when I bought my sailboat, I got this for like 29 bucks with the receiver. You can't beat that. I've got my RX voltage and my TX voltage. It displays that on here. All I know is, man, on the receiver, when it starts dropping, it drops fast. So that's why I write on a piece of tape on the boat, and no matter what, no matter if I've sailed once or I've sailed 6 times, I change my batteries about every 3 months, unless I'm sailing more. But as soon as the voltage indicator on the transmitter drops 1 bar, I replace them. Because I was out here sailing one day on 3/4 bars, and it dropped. My boat was out there like that, man. It dropped to 1, and then it had nothing, and it went into fail-safe. And fail-safe is turns the rudder to where the boat will just go in a circle. So I was doing great big circles out there on the lake until it circled into close to shore. Let my sail out. It's pointing it up that way. Not a problem. And then to get back, you know, like people like, you need a motor. You don't need a motor. If you got a wind, you don't need a motor. I can sail this to any place. You can go anywhere on this lake and stand there, and I can put it right at your feet. You just got to know how to sail. Like, I'm going to bring it back. Let's see, I need to go that way just a little bit, pull my sails in, get her about even with this, and we'll turn on the dock. I'm going to bring her in. My sails out so it'll complete the churn. Oh, you eating moss, Tuco? Oh, you silly dog, you. The winds are kind of coming from behind there, but as soon as I get up maybe about 3 more feet, yep, they're going to start coming. There they go. Yeah, it's just weird. You got wind currents. And we're going to pull this in. Just let it touch the dock. Ooh, now we got winds. All right, we got the boat. I got the boat. I got the boat. The boat. The boat. The boat. The boat. Take my radio off. There you go, though. I mean, that's the DragonForce 65, and then to turn it, it's got an on-off switch, which is great. Just pull that out. It's off. Turn my transmitter off. It's off. It's pretty good, man. I'm gonna shut the video off. Set that up there like that, and we'll close this video out, the sailing portion of it, and I'm going to get out the rescue boat and the sailboat, and I'm going to try to push the sailboat to the dock. That'll be the next video. There you have it, man. Your DragonForce 65, RG65. The reason why I have it, I like it a lot. It's because you can leave the mast on and you can just grab and go, and it's a fun boat to sail. Well, Tuco, having fun at the dock. DragonForce in the sun, Jeff in the sun. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Become part of the team. Let's go flying. Let's go sailing.